that's a big thing when it comes to psychology is just understanding like I'm on here for a purpose. So it's either like and, and being able to actually distinguish the two. Like, am I on the charts to analyze or am I on the charts to trade live? Like, am I ready to like enter? You know what I'm saying? Like basically like in attack mode or am I chilling like watching film? You know what I'm saying?
Okay. And analyzing, you mean like marking up your charts or just looking at
I
it?
mean, marking up your charts, but also just spending time understanding the volatility levels. You know what I'm saying? Like, even if you on the charts actively, like that don't mean I got to be looking for an entry like right now. You know what
Mm-hmm.
I mean? Like I could be back testing, I could be studying previous data. You know, I could be working on looking at certain candlestick anatomy, seeing if I could spot any major market patterns that happened in the past. So if it happens in the future, like I'm more aware of it, and also just like I said, writing stuff down. Like
Okay.
I'm telling you, bro, like you'll be surprised how much writing shit down, like you'll improve and see like consistency because like when I'm writing down my goals and my TPs and stuff like that, that's the only thing I'm thinking about. I'm not so much thinking about like what the market's doing right now. You know what
Mhm.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
Hey, let me. I'm gonna finish this 101. I'm gonna call you, bro. Uh,
So what you usually shoot for like 30 pips, 30, 40 pips, or you
hold on
shoot
one
for
second, bro. I gotta run.
uh,
I gotta run downstairs real quick. Give me
all right, bet. Ooh.
All right.
All right, bet.
Yeah. So you were saying
But
you usually trade gold, right? And Bitcoin on the weekends. So are you analyzing Bitcoin like during the week at all?
during the week,
Yeah.
yeah, I mean I look at it a little bit, but I don't trade it. I make sure I just trade it during the week. I mean weekend.
Yeah. Yeah. So even though like you're gonna be actively trading on the weekend and shit like that, just like you definitely want to make sure that you watching it throughout the week too. You know what I'm saying? So that way you could just keep up with the momentum of what it's doing because like you don't just want to just trade it on the weekend just cause like it's the weekend and it's open type shit. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying? And like really once you start profiting the way you want to profit from like this market, you really not gonna want to trade every day. Like, you know, like me, like even Q, like he don't trade every day. You know what I'm saying? Like he picks certain weeks um and trade those weeks, you know, throughout the month. But he doesn't really like trade every day. Like I don't even want to be trading like every day because it's just because it's money to be made don't mean it's like always gonna be the best environment. You know what I'm saying? And you got to think about it. Trading every day is like putting your account at risk every time, every day. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? And it's like you definitely don't want to be in that ball game with the market because it's not always trending.
Nah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So how do you gauge the volume? Like how did you know if it's like trending, like people in the on the
Just by like certain market structure. So if we looking at let me see.
hey, where you get that chair from?
Shit, Amazon.
Amazon. Okay. I need one.
Yeah, bro. This shit was like the best investment ever, bro.
Bruh.
No cap. You gotta pull it up.
Yeah, bro, I was watching your webinar. I was like, yeah, you know what he talking about. So I'm gonna go ahead and see what's down with the
No,
one
I
on one.
appreciate it, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like I just be trying to give back knowledge, bro, and fuck with those who fuck with me. You know what I'm saying?
that's
I don't know why this shit.
yes.
Don't not let me share my.
Bro, do you recommend like, cause the person that was teaching me before, he was like, nah, bro, I don't even want to hear you say Fibonacci. I don't want you using that shit. Do you think I should use Fibonacci? Do you recommend that for consistency?
I use Fibonacci because that's how I was taught. You know what I'm saying? It's not saying like I gotta have it on my chart every time I'm looking at it, but it's certain times I'll use it to gauge certain retracement levels and things like that. Yeah,
I
for sure.
want to learn it, bro, because I feel like that'll help. Yeah, bro. Cause don't you use that like for your TPs and your stop losses? Or just
Yeah,
TP?
yeah, for sure. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie.
I do. You know what I'm saying? That is joint. Content so you screen. Yeah, there we go. Good. Whatever.
Well,
Nah, it was saying I had to do something. I just upgraded this computer side. I had to do something. Yeah, bro.
shit. I got some questions. I'm like,
Uh, mainly, mainly, I'm always looking at structure. I'm about to show you, and that's how I could tell like if the market's in a trending market or if it's in a range or whatever the case is. Because
mm,
there's certain points, it's a certain structure that the market follows if it's trending. You know, so if you're in the trending market, especially like an uptrend, the market is gonna make certain higher low points and higher high points that we see all the time
mm,
to let us know that the market is trending upward. Same thing if it's going down, it's gonna make certain lower lows and lower highs to let you know that the market, the sellers are still, continue to push that market down. And then when the market's ranging, of course, there's no clear direction. It's just going sideways. So it's indecision.
mm. And what time frame is best to look at that, like, to
I mean,
really get
I
some
mean,
momentum?
all time frames matter for sure, but it's like you want to have a time frame that you're on 80% of the time, and that's for me. It's always like around a 4 hour time frame. Because
Okay.
I'm like an intraday trader. You know, so that's pretty much how I dictate. Where the market's gonna go out. I'll be on like that 4 hour time frame for certain pairs, depending on what where I see market structure the best.
Mm,
Like and on the 4 hour time frame, typically I could see clear uptrend structure. You know, the market is trending upward, it's continuing to make higher highs and higher low points. So it's like even with the move I caught earlier today, that's how I was able to catch it
mm,
because I understood that the market hasn't broke a certain point. It broke a certain level of resistance, came back, respected, made a higher low point, letting me know that it's more buyers in the market. And then this pattern right here closed out. The bullish engulfing pattern let me know it's more buyers in the market as well. right?
So
And then my Fibonacci point A, point B, it never broke. It closed past my 50% and it respected my 38.2. So I'm expecting an aggressive push to my negative 27%, which would be my first TP, just based off of that 30-minute time frame where I was seeing everything happen at. So I was seeing the market come up, broke out of this high right here, broke that level of resistance, made that new high. So I was just waiting on the market to find a strong level of support. So it came and tested down here. So this is the tested area that we're looking at. Right? Never broke past our 50% level, came and found support at 50%, came up, broke another level of small resistance right here. That 1-2, that 1-2 right there. And then as soon as the market started pushing up in this area, that was all of this is the entry zone.
which candle is entry?
Anywhere in this area. But specifically, once this candle, it's kind of like in this candle, this is the candle I really would have wanted to get in. Seeing this exhaustion that happened right here, this pullback, especially after all of that exhaustion that happened towards the top, I still understand where I'm at. I still understand like this is the area that has to be broken for this not to be an uptrend anymore, for the downtrend to continue. But it's staying in that buyer zone. It's maintaining support, resistance. Now turned support. Even if we drag this line over that was broken right here, that's now support. And then up in this area, boom, is where I really wanted to take it at. And then my stop loss, is right underneath that exhaustion area, right? And I'm taking it up to make that new higher high. So I'm flowing with the momentum. I'm flowing because I know this is my entry base point. This is a higher low. The market made a new higher high. So now the market made a higher low. That's the support. That's the floor. So this is the lowest point that I want to buy at while the market is on its way to make its new higher high. Breaking this point as our goal. Our goal is to break this point right here.
Damn, how many pips that is? That's US 30?
Yeah.
Bro, I know that's.
Yeah. I didn't hold it the whole way up, but yeah. I got out because when I started seeing like stuff like this, I got out. But no, it was a good trade, bro. Well over like $1,200, $1,300 a day.
God damn. You was maintaining it on the 30-minute or the 15-minute?
Nah, I was up on the 4 hour. I was back on the 4 hour just watching how all of this was moving and stuff like that.
What?
Yeah.
So you don't go in like the 5 minute to like check if you got
Sometimes it just depends if I need that much data. Like sometimes I don't need that much data. Like I could clearly see structure on the 30-minute time frame. You know what I'm saying? Even zooming out, I could clearly see what's going on, still respecting everything that I have aligned with my system. So there's no need for me to keep going down time frames. Like you can, it's gonna show you the same thing. Break happened earlier here, broke, retest happened, boom, you know.
Okay.
Even if you break it down to the 5, all you're gonna do is see things happen a lot faster. That's it. So on the 5 minute, broke right here, boom, retested, shot up, retested, shot up, retested. So all of these are entry zones. Entry zones, entry zones, entry zones, especially if you're on these lower time frames.
So on a 5 minute,
you just maintaining a certain bias for a certain period of time. That's all you doing, bros. Maintaining a certain bias for a certain period of time.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's like it don't gotta be picture perfect all the time. You know what I'm saying? It's not gonna be picture perfect all the time, but it's about understanding what candles are telling you as far as who's in control, what's the main momentum. Even if I'm on a weekly time frame, I want to know who's in control. And I'm on clear uptrends. You know what I'm saying? I haven't seen really any sellers candles. It's any main sellers come in control since this point. Sellers came in for a little bit here, but this was a pullback on this time frame, a bigger pullback on like our daily 4 hour time frame, but everything still held up. Nothing. This area was never broken. Every time it went bearish, bullish, bullish engulfing at that. Tweezer bottom. basically at that hammer. So everything is letting you know that, okay, it's more buyers in this market than it is sellers. So I want to ride with the majority. All I have to do is be patient and wait, on certain setups that lets me know that there's more buyers in the markets than sellers. And you find that on those lower time frames, being the 4 hour, the 1 hour, seeing those setups, justifying and buy a time frame higher, and then being able to go down on a lower time frame and find an entry base point and wait until you see candles that look attractive to you. You know,
So what type of candles look attractive to you? What
like
size?
in this case, like a candle like this, like the close of this candle, this candle right here.
Yeah. Okay. Because they got the exhaustion at the bottom, showing that buyers took control.
Right, right. But it's about putting the whole picture together. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Where the fuck is my square here, bro? Oh, there you go. Yeah, shit like this is attractive.
What about the exhaustion at the top of that candle, though? I mean, I see that as a big
It
candle.
was all made up though. That's what you gotta see. It's the bigger picture. Like, okay, yeah, this candle wicked out like crazy, right? It wicked out like a lot. But this candle that was next, it made up half of the exhaustion of this candle, and I'm still above the support point.
Mm-hmm.
What I'm saying, the floor, and I want to get in as close to the floor as I can with minimum risk.
Oh, okay. Mm. I see.
Sure.
How big is stop? How big of a stop loss you had? Like how many pips?
So it's about 54, 54. Yeah.
Oh, okay. That ain't bad.
No, yeah, it ain't bad.
So,
Especially as far as risk to reward. Like when you thinking about where you want to get to, what
mm-hmm.
your goal is to break this point, like the risk to reward is there. You just gotta be confident in the order and confident in your analysis, right? That's the
Yeah.
biggest thing.
Yeah. So,
And
like,
a lot
which,
of people, hmm?
huh? Now you can go.
No, I was just saying a lot of people don't be confident in their analysis, or
Mm-hmm.
just satisfied with the profits that they see. That's another thing. It's just being like when you go to your NT4 and you see that you up, you know, is that 1,200 gonna be enough? Is that 1,000 gonna be enough? Like, is it 850 gonna be enough? You know what I mean? Or are you gonna let the market retrace against you? Or are you gonna, it's just about. That's why I said it's about whatever certain goals that you have,
Mm-hmm. Okay.
for sure.
So, what's the average type of risk to reward you be looking for? Like,
I mean, it just depends on the type of trade I'm looking into. Yeah,
yeah.
like it ain't so much. 1 to 3 is always decent for me. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Like that's cool because I know I've gotten to a certain point where I know I could catch 30 pips, I could catch 50 pips. So it's like with me, it's just lot size thing and just understanding like you know what type of move is the market going to allow me to keep maintaining certain moves or whatever the case is, and how long can you analyze.
Yeah. Okay. So after this trade, like, I mean, after your trade, like after a successful trade, how long do you wait to take another trade? Like, how long do you wait to?
It just depends. Like if I'm in a trading week, you know what I'm saying? Like if I'm on the charts, it don't matter like what I just made. Like I'm
Yeah.
hitting it. But if I'm just coasting, I'm chilling, and I see a setup, like it's like cool. Like I'll take that setup. Like trading should be boring in a sense, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like it should be just something that you do, like in a sense.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like to for real, because it gets to the point where it's like you seeing the same shit happen over and over and over. You know, so the money gonna come. It's just about really being consistent with your system, building a profitable system through back testing and things like that, and just sticking to your rules. Like understanding, like if I don't see what I need to see, I'm not getting in. Like that's how you minimize your risk. You know what I'm saying? On top of because the market's gonna do. Sometimes the market's gonna do what it's gonna do. So it's a such thing as having normal losses. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying? But if I'm 7 out of 10 and those 7 trades that I hit, is crazy, and I minimize the 3 losses that I do take, like,
Mm.
I'm good. You know what I'm saying? Like I can make all that back.
So what's your rules? Like what's your guidelines on what you can't do, what you can do?
I mean, a lot of that is in the trading journal. You know what I'm saying? But it's just like it differs for a lot of people. You know what I mean? Like it differs, bro. Like my stuff probably might not work for you. You know what I mean? It just
Yeah.
depends on what's your goals, like, you know.
Mm. For sure.
Yeah, and that's why, like I said, that's why I made that journal so that way people can figure out like how am I gonna get better in this journey, like understanding it's a journey and just not so much thinking about it as like trying to hit a lick, you know what I'm saying? But like really just growing with the craft and thinking about the longevity of it and like nigga, like when I'm 40, 50 years old, like I could do this and I can hit big. Like I don't gotta by that time, like I don't gotta be worried or stressed about anything. Like,
Yeah.
that's where the repetition come in and just falling in love with the process and like being on the charts, but not necessarily having to trade all the time. Like just
Okay.
being a fan, you know what I'm saying? Like being a real person who loves the craft, like
Okay.
wants to grow inside the craft and own your system. You know what I'm saying? Like own whatever it is like that you feel like you got an edge at, and that you know eager to I wouldn't even say like build, but grow. You know what I'm saying? Just be eager to grow, like
Okay.
in your own system, bro. Like don't try to learn from this person, learn from that person, like stick with somebody that like relate to you and that you see profitable with what you got going on and stick to that because you trying to take from everybody. It's gonna give you like information overload. You know what I'm
I
saying?
think that's what I'm doing because I've been trying to. I recently just took Drew shit
Mhm.
recently, so yeah, I am hopping around. I'm just cause like I'll be profitable for a little minute and then I just go back to how I was, and I was like, I be thinking like it's a knowledge thing, like I'm not knowledgeable, but
Nah, it's
I
not.
think it is. I'm hopping around,
It's just
so
being able to follow a system. It's just like being on somebody's team, bro, and having to run their playbook. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what it is. It's like
mhm.
except with this shit, it's more individualized. So it's like coming out, figuring out a playbook that worked for you, finding that playbook, and just maximizing that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
maximizing it and fitting it into your system and into your daily routine and
mm,
whatever that looks like.
for sure. And do you trade off MC4 off your computer, or you do it off your phone too, or it don't matter?
I
Like,
do it. I use TradingView as my platform, but I'll use the like the KOT web trader to like actually execute and stuff like that.
you only use that, or you use your phone too?
No, I use my phone if I'm like out and about. You know what I mean? Like I do it sometimes, but I try not to for real. Like try
Okay,
to stick to like being on a laptop or being on a computer.
okay, for sure. And you mainly watch the pips when you like trading, or you
Yeah,
watch?
yeah. I try to watch like the points. You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
Cause I look at that profit, I'd be like, yeah, let's get it. I'd be
yeah,
ready to close out. But for real, man, it's just having that perseverance, just
hmm,
wanting to really understand, can I catch moves or do I just want to be able to say like I get in trades, like I get in, get out, get in, get out. Like I said, that put too much risk on your account when you could just really focus up and get in somewhere good and ride the whole move and get and cash out. You know what I'm
hmm.
saying? Like really cash out. So
Like I be trying to see what time, like, cause I be trading lower time frames, like the 5 minute, 15 minute, 30 minute, and
yeah,
like I think me watching the 5 minute, and I be seeing like, and I be noticing that nigga it break a lot on the 5 minutes, so I be like,
way too much data, bro. Way too much data. Like
yeah,
that entry time for you gotta think about 5 minute price movement is like this much. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? Like you want to be able to see price move so that way you know when you get in, like you can reap the benefits of it for real.
mm,
Like getting in on that 5 minute time frame and then it going against you and then it coming back and like you get tricked,
yeah,
if you're not dynamic in that type of environment.
mm, for sure. And I got cute course. Like, do you recommend me watch over any videos like a
I
couple
mean,
times?
yeah, bro. Like I went through WSA course probably like 2, 3 times, bro. You know what I'm
Just
saying?
pick time.
Yeah, I went through them webinars probably 2, 3 times. I still watch I'm always a student. You know what I'm saying? So I would never say like just stop watching or whatever the case is. Like if it's certain things that you feel like you need to touch up on or certain things you feel like maybe you could hear differently, hell yeah, tap
Mhm.
in. For sure.
Okay.
I would say the
Like,
biggest thing that from just us talking and communicating, the biggest thing, bro, write shit down, bro. Get you a whiteboard, get you, you know, you gonna have a notebook, you know what I'm saying? Start writing stuff down and just I guarantee you gonna see a different type of level because when you writing shit down, you encrypting that stuff in your mind differently than just
mhm.
being like, oh yeah, I could remember everything. Like, oh yeah, I could, you know what I'm saying? And I was in a PhD program, so I definitely be feeling like, bro, I could remember this shit without writing down, but it really makes a difference. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, for sure. And let's see. All right, weed. Do you smoke sativa, indica, or does it matter? Do you
I mainly smoke indica, man. Like that's
indica?
yeah, like that's I like that punch. You know what I'm saying? Like
Okay.
sativa cool, but sativa gonna have me want to smoke again, like in an hour.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I'll catch the buzz and everything and be ready to do shit, but I'm going to smoke again. Like man,
Okay. Does it affect your trading or does it make you focus
nah,
more?
man. Nah, man. Like I be chilling, bro. I be in my zone when I'm trading, so I smoke and vibe. You see the lights behind me, so like I'll vibe out in here and just do my thing, bro. You
So
know?
what you do? You turn on some music and you just start analyzing, or you
Yeah,
just
like I'll cut on music, spark up sometimes, or sometimes I don't spark it. Like honestly, I don't even really think about it too much.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I just do whatever I'm in the mood to do. Like so it's some days where it's like, nah, I don't want to smoke shit. Like I want to be locked in like all the way. And then there's certain days where it's like, man, I just want to smoke and just be on the charts and just analyze, like, and not even trade, like.
Mm,
Cause I'm telling you, like when the bread really ain't a factor, you just gonna be analyzing to the point where like you just flowing with the market and catching certain shit just cause you've been analyzing. You know what I mean? Like just cause you've been analyzing, like you know what's happening. So it's like boom, all right, I took this move up. All right, boom, I seen some type of transition, on the lower time frame. I checked the higher time frame. Now I look like this. All right, boom, I'm about to take this move back down to 38.2. All right, boom, like it just start getting into like a rhythm, you know what I'm saying? And you just it's almost like spitting bars. Like it get that repetitive once you get some time under your belt, get and go through it, like really trade, like not sit on the sidelines, but really get active. And
yeah.
that way you could get those feelings and but just really listen and learn from those that came before you. So it's like you not making the same mistakes. Like, I'm not gonna be greedy. I'm not gonna do this. I'm not gonna do that because I know what greed look like. Q tell you all the time what it look like. You know what I'm saying? I know what overanalyzing look like. You know what I'm saying? I
Mm,
know what regret aversion bias look like. I know what impulsive trading looks like and revenge trading and all of these things. So it's like, why would I even do that? Why would
yeah.
I even let myself get stuck in that mindset? It's like, no, like, you know,
Yeah.
understand that whatever you put in your broker's account is risk capital. You know what I'm saying? It's gone as soon as you put it in there. Like you don't get ain't shit yours until it go back to your bank account. You know what
Nah.
I'm saying? Like and just treat it like that for real.
Mm,
But don't let like the fast money the ability to the ability for you to make money fast make you lose your value for your money. You see what I'm
mm,
saying? Or even the ability for you to make money fast. You know what
yeah.
I'm saying? Don't let that uh like don't become numb to losing value for your money to where you're actually just throwing bread in. Like make sure everything makes sense and make sure you got a plan the same way you would with a business. You know what
Mm,
I'm saying?
okay.
For sure. Like even I recommend niggas opening up LLCs for their shit. You know what I'm saying? And start funneling it through there. For real,
Mm.
for real. So that way ain't shit really tied to you. Everything's business oriented, you know?
What you mean? Like you can get funded through an LLC or something?
Not so much get funded, but it's like you pay your business. You pay yourself through your business. You know what I'm saying? paying yourself through your business type shit. So it's like, even when it comes to you doing your taxes and shit like that, like you could get, you know, it's ways to do that. Like, you know, Q got the tax section on there and shit like that. So
I need to go watch it. I ain't watched it.
For sure. But yeah.
You recommend any books I should read?
Yeah, bro. I tell that's crazy, bro. You the only person to ask me that. Like, all my.
How many times I should read it too? Let me know.
Nah, man, just check it out. It's called The Way of the Turtle by Curtis Faith. That helped me with trading, bro. And I put a lot of my students on, like mentees and stuff like that, onto that book, and they say it helped them a lot too. So
Okay.
I would definitely read that shit and, you know, just tap in, bro. For sure. You know, I appreciate the support and everything. You know what I mean? So, got any other question?
Let me see. So say in this trade that you took, like, what time frame you looking at to see if it broke structure? Like, because I'll be on 5 and it looks for a breaking structure. I know that's too early. So
bro. You gotta get off of that joint, bro. Unless you on the inner or some shit like that, like on like some consolidation type stuff. Like, you need to be actively analyzing off like higher time frames, like the daily, 4 hour, even the 1 hour. Like, start off on the 1 hour and just work your way up. Like, cause I'm telling you, like that 5 hour gonna get you in trouble, bro. You're gonna lose a lot of money on that, on being on those low ass time frames.
I have, that's fine.
I don't want you to go through that. Like, I really don't. Cause that shit can fuck your psyche up.
That's really what it's been doing. Like, no bullshit. Like, so yeah, I mean, to just be on the high time frames then.
Yeah, bro.
15, 30. So I think that's about it. The Way of the Turtle. What that help with? Like, if
psychology,
physiology or something?
Yeah, my psychology, just like
Psychology.
Yeah, the way I look at the market and stuff like that. Yeah, bro.
And do you have your chart side by side, like um on your trading view, like to look for like good entries? I mean, not good entries, just to look at it better.
Like, look at sometimes I do. I'll split screen it. Yeah, that's definitely a cool feature to have. Yeah, I'll split screen it sometimes for sure. Or I'll have it up on like one of my monitors, and then I'll have it up on my laptop, or it just depends on what I'm doing.
Okay, for sure.
Yeah.
Shit, that's about it.
That's it, bro. But no, I appreciate you, bro. If you ever need help or something, you know what I mean, just hit my DMs and reach out.
That's bad.
All right, bro.
You think the book gonna come?
Shit, it said like 2 days. I prioritied it, so it should be like 2 days.
Okay, that's a bad.
Yeah, for sure. But use that joint, bro. For real. All right.
For sure. Thanks.